Hey guys and gals, and my fellow VEDS-ies, welcome back to another day of VEDS, and welcome back to another episode and another entry into my YouTube favorites.
This right here is my favorite thing ever, in the history of forever. I think about this every day. I think about this all night long. I stay awake, not sleeping, because I'm thinking about this.
With this one, I'm kind of cheating.
Cheaters!
Because this is not a singular video, but rather, this is a series of videos. Now, one of my favorite TV shows of all time, bar none, is a little-known show you might have heard of that happened in the 90s. It was brought back relatively recently, and I think as of this year has come to a close. It's a little-known show, again, you might not have heard of it, called Whose Line Is It Anyway? The show, where everything is made up and the points don't matter, was originally a UK show that was brought back into the States in the 90s. It was hosted by Drew Carey, and while it had a rotating cast of guest stars, the main core of the cast was, again, the host Drew Carey, Ryan Stiles, Colin Mockery, and Wayne Brady. And it was basically an improv show. Every episode, they would play a bunch of games where the basic premise is given out, and then everything else is basically ad-libbed. And while they did play a slew of games, and a lot of the games I really love, superheroes.
Oh, hold on a minute. Great leaping salamanders of flame! The World Vision Monitor? My goodness, all the donuts are gone! Why, we won't be able to get a policeman to save our lives!
Weird newscasters.
Our top story today, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer dead at 53. Over Barcelona today, the famed reindeer was hit by a flock of seagulls and a 747. Eyewitnesses report that the reindeer in Spain was hit mainly by the plane.
Daytime talk show.
These people are disgusting. They should be put away. They should never have children. They should wear clothes that match. They disgust me. You are not people. You're less than people. You're network executives.
And, of course, Hoedown.
A zoo is a place I don't want to be. All of the animals really frighten me. Here comes a hippo. Oh no, it's kind of scary. Oh, it's not a hippo. It's just Drew Carey.
My favorite game of all of them is one that he didn't play as often as I would have liked, two-line vocabulary. The basic premise of the game was that Drew, as the host, would give them a scene. However, more often than not, Colin could say whatever he wanted, but his two companions, Wayne and Ryan, more often than not, could only say two lines throughout the entirety of the scene. That's all they could say. And quickly the game would devolve into, let's annoy the hell out of Colin.
We gotta have a plan. We gotta have a big plan.
What do I look like? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did hear that.
What do I look like?
Shut up!
One of the reasons why this is my favorite game is the amount of different inflections and tones these two and anyone else who played the game were able to get out of those two lines is kind of astonishing.
They're never gonna find us here. Never.
Let's not go there.
What?
Oh, let's not go there.
What are you crying? What's wrong?
Let's not go there.
We're not gonna go there.
And again, watching Colin get angry, fake angry, or annoyed is really just music to my ears. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. We're working together. Once they come out, shoot them with the tranquilizer.
What's that?
The tranq? It's a little thing in the gun with a drug in it that goes into the raptors.
Are you mad?
Yes, I'm mad. I'm mad.
Now, like I said, 9 times out of 10, it was Colin, Ryan, and Wayne. However, on certain occasions, they would swap somebody else in. And out of all of the guest stars that they had who did the game, the only one who I thought was close to the original trio would be Brad Sherwood and Ryan. Mostly because Brad kind of had the same comedic sensibilities that Wayne brought to that game, and it just, again, it works in exactly the same way.
What are those?
That's what I call the ground.
This helps when you walk on it like that.
That's easy for you to say.
And like with most games on Whose Line, anytime they could bring in Drew and make fun of Drew, or poke fun at Drew, I should probably say, it was always a good time. And there was one instance that I can think of off the top of my head with Wayne, and the way that he was able to bring in Drew, mwah, chef's kiss, amazing, no notes. A little bit of context. A lot of times on the show, a big running gag were the improvers making fun of the fact that Drew Carey basically gets paid a lot of money to sit behind a desk and read cue cards.
Jeopardy questions where the Whose Line cast members are the answers.
I'll take people who sit behind a desk and do nothing for 500, please.
So, when Wayne is given a particular line...
Wayne, the only lines you're allowed to say are, "That's not what you said earlier," and "What does that do?" That's the only things you're allowed to say.
It kind of just writes itself. I'm going to play the clip.
What are you doing? What does that do?
Oops, I did it again.
It's just there for show.
While a lot of the games in Whose Line are amazing, and I love them, I can literally watch the playlist of two-line vocabulary over and over and over again, and I'm constantly noticing little touches, little inflections that they do, and it's like a new experience every single time. So again, highly recommend you guys check the playlist in the description. Go watch those clips. They're amazing. Whose Line's amazing. The reboot was okay, but the OG is still, in my opinion, the best. There you have it, guys, gals, and my fellow VEDS-ies. Another entry into my YouTube favorites list. If you've watched any Whose Line, or if you've watched the two-line vocabularies and you have a favorite that I did not mention, or you have a favorite moment that I did not mention, feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. I would love to read that stuff. And until tomorrow, guys, gals, and my fellow VEDS-ies, I will see you tomorrow.